Reject Nation, Greg and John, I want to say, is here today. We are going to watch the Bad Batch episode A Dose. I have a bunch of Star Wars shirts I never wear for reasons like this, because I am terrible at taking care of my shirts. Can't wear the same 5 shirts I wear in every video. So.
You could, but it's better this way. The variety is appealing.
I think this is more distracting on the viewer's eye when they're trying to watch a reaction, so I feel like it'd be more fun on my end. Guys, if you haven't seen our reaction to the first episode, go check that out. In the meantime, subscribe, clicking the notification bell to check out our reaction. You know what I'm trying to say. Hit that like button while you're at it. Full-length watch-alongs where you sync up with a time code over at our Patreon page. Over there, we cover so many shows. If you look at these thumbnails, these are just a handful of them, where the same tier you get the option for reaction highlights and watch-along included. I want to thank Pratham Jindal for editing these reaction highlights for us, buddy. You are being such a good human. John, I hope you're ready to inform me. You Wikipedia,
That's right, man. Kanan Doom is coming back.
I don't think he is in this one.
Not in this one, but he'll be back with his new name.
No opening narration.
Picking up right where we left off.
Well, this is a first. Inspecting every corner of the ship finally tied her out. We are coming up on Seleucami.
Big theory is that she's force sensitive. It might be responsible for what leads to Palpatine.
That'd be a big reveal.
Oh yeah, this would be like her first exposure to sunlight. I don't think Kamino gets sunlight. If they do, I'm sorry.
It's more embarrassing that you don't know how many suns light.
I like sand.
It gets everywhere. How cool.
It's amazing.
This is where Dr. Robotnik is stuck at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Crossover.
So this friend of yours, what's he doing all the way out here?
Hiding. That's what deserters do.
And you trust a deserter?
Why not? We're all deserters now.
Echo just realized it. See his eyes?
Ew,
oh my god.
Damn, no.
What are we looking at?
A booby trap.
Single tripwire.
No.
That's cute.
Easy right now. What do we have here? More clones who have lost their way.
It's been a while.
I believe he is lives a farm left and was in Clone Wars, yeah, if I'm remembering that correctly.
I see a few new faces.
Echo and Omega, Cut and Sue. Where's Crosshair? It's complicated.
He's following orders.
Rex told us about the clone troopers turning against the Jedi. You talked to Rex? When? Ali passed through yesterday.
Damn, just missed him.
He was going on about some behavioral implant.
He must mean the inhibitor chip. The Kaminoans implanted them in the clones to modify their behavior.
You said the Regs were programmed, but you never mentioned the chip.
How else did you think it worked?
You need to stop assuming.
There's a ship outside!
Jaya! Jack! Remember me?
Uncle Raptor!
You got a lot of uncles.
Omega.
We never see kids around here. Come with us.
Aw, you're her dad now.
Like a Christmas tune.
Yeah. It's getting us ready for the eventual holiday special.
What's the purpose of this?
To have fun? Here, you try.
Huh?
You're supposed to catch it.
Oh.
The Kaminoans don't create without a purpose. You all have one, so what's hers? It doesn't matter. She's just a kid. Battling droids was easy compared to raising a child. Kamino wasn't safe anymore. Well, neither is Seleucami. Clone troopers have already started showing up and heading into town to book us a transport off-world. We can take you where you need to go. Nah, you're wanted men. It's too risky. I have to do what's best for them.
I caught it!
Hunter, take care of the child.
I'm sensing a theme in the Star Wars universe.
Troops should be pulling their forces, not securing a post. War's over. Huh. Well, it doesn't feel that way. They started seizing ships about a week ago. They're tagging them inside that impound lot. I need to book passage on the next shuttle out of here.
Those credits won't do you any good without a chain code. New galactic policy.
Every citizen can exchange their invalid currency for Imperial credits, thanks to the generosity of the new Galactic Empire.
Unsettling.
It's not just ships. They're registering people, too.
Nice one.
Man, they've been playing that same game for a long time.
Hey, for days now.
It's past the fence. We'll get it later. Jack!
Nah, you go get it now. You go on an adventure all your own.
Come inside. Where's Omega? She was right behind me. Omega! Don't move!
What cool shit she gonna do?
They'll be arrested when they discover he's a deserter.
The next shuttle leaves in a few hours. Codes or no codes, we need to be on it.
Mom, it's Omega. She went out past the fence.
Don't worry, guys. Omega's got this handled.
Let's unlock some powers. Oh.
You're the new Crosshair.
Would you like to join the team?
Tech, you think you can forge some chain codes? I only learned of them moments ago, but yes.
Oh.
I owe you one.
Children will always find ways of getting into trouble, Hunter. It's what they do. Protecting them is what we do.
Where's Omega? She wanted to stay on the ship. When you leave Seleucami, I want Omega to go with you. You two can give us something that we can't.
Is that what you really want?
It's what she needs.
It's not gonna happen.
Nah, you can't give up the child.
No.
Not until Luke gets here.
Now people are signing up to be given numbers. It's ingenious. Where are we gonna find the data for these chain codes? And the discs?
Already thought of that. They're tagging ships inside their impound facility. That is our way in.
You're suggesting we call the authorities and have them seize our ship?
That is exactly what I...
Unorthodox methods.
Every good plan involves getting caught.
This was the simplest solution.
Getting our ship impounded is not my idea of a solution!
We'll meet you at the spaceport with the chain codes.
There's one big problem. Omega's on the ship.
I think it's a good plan, Tick.
So much for simple.
Nah.
What kind of ship is this anyway? Looks like a modified Omicron class attack shuttle.
I know exactly what that is.
This is my favorite class of ship.
So far, so good.
Go to the security kiosk, scomp in, copy the data, and grab the blank discs for me to program.
Copy. Like create an echo.
Ah. It's good. Love a good sneaking mission.
I don't see any discs, Tech.
They'll be locked in a safe compartment.
Yeah, this music's on point.
Found them.
Excellent.
From the cantina.
Tech we're in the spaceport. What is your status?
In progress. The encryption shouldn't be a problem.
Famous last words.
We need those chain codes to get them on the shuttle, or we're going to have to blast our way out of here.
I can slip through security unnoticed and deliver the discs to you momentarily.
You sound very confident about that.
Momentarily.
No chance you're getting past all of them undetected. We can't get caught with these chain codes.
We can't get caught at all. What are you talking about?
If we get tied up in a blaster, where the discs go?
And where's Omega?
She's helping out.
This great plan of yours is looking really lousy about now.
Does the same guy voice all of them?
I think so.
D. Bradley. Is that right? D. Bradley Baker?
The chain codes are en route. With Omega.
By herself? You let her go by herself?
Well, we didn't let her go.
Nobody lets Omega do anything.
Hey, who are you? You don't belong here.
I'm the maintenance tech.
I've got a situation to face.
No.
And here we go.
That is not ideal.
We're in agreement on that one.
No.
I hit the spot.
They're waiting for you at the dock.
Better get going. Show me your chain code, citizen. Sure, I got it right here. Oh, right. Must be in this hand.
A couple of locals with blasters got past the barrier.
We're running out of time, Hunter.
Well, stop walking there.
Yeah, just, you know, go waste time somewhere else in this bazaar.
I can't risk it.
Right,
We have to find another way out.
I'm here.
And I have the chain codes.
Here, your chain codes!
Hey, guys, I got him all by myself.
Didn't tell her?
Tell me what?
Oh. She's not going to agree to this.
The extra chain code's for you, so you can leave with Cut and Sue.
Why? Did I do something wrong?
Yes.
You failed the audition for the Bad Batch.
They'll give you the life you deserve.
I want to stay with you.
You have to go, Omega. It's for your own good.
Luke Skywalker shows up and just starts.
This comes out of a time.
This timeline doesn't make sense.
He's everywhere.
You're clear. Going through.
Ready?
Busted my own way out. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. You're just gonna rip it apart.
You responded to that.
You're the best wrecker.
Omega's not back.
Wrecker, she's not.
Wait for me!
Oh.
Those blasters aren't even set to stun. You look familiar.
Look like. I need reinforcements at the impound dock. Carry on.
You look like a carry-on.
You look like my mirror.
You look like everyone I know.
Impenetrable ship.
Yeah.
I have a lot to learn. This is where I want to be.
I guess I've got a lot to learn too. If this is where you want to be, then this is where you'll stay.
Huh. Okay.
Visa.
Come be fugitives with me.
Well done, team.
Whoa, is there something here? There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Nothing here. Wrecker. Nothing here.
Oh, I think there's something here.
Wrecker! And I'm Crosshair, not appearing in this episode.
But I mastered the impression.
I'm a just in case. Sometimes I'm a good guy, despite sounding like a villain all the time.
All right, we got mics now.
That's right, we got mics.
Wrecker sounds like the one character voiced by a different actor.
I think they're all the same.
It seems like so. Then that voice that he does for Wrecker must get a lot of use elsewhere because I know I've heard this voice actor elsewhere.
Or he only gets one paycheck.
One paycheck for all the characters,
all the clones,
yeah,
the whole Bad Batch,
and what
Omega.
What I love too is then it makes it really easy to cast a replacement for all the different languages that they need to dub this in because you just go one actor for most of the cast.
It's a little difficult to follow the first episode because that one's like a 70-minute.
It's 3 episodes.
Yeah, it's 3 episodes in one. Yeah, this had more of the pacing of like a traditional Clone Wars episode. It did dawn on me, like especially when they were, because even though they fight some clones in the other episode, in this one, when they are fighting them at the end, it's like, wow, this is pretty gnarly to go from the Clone Wars where you really get to know the clones, well, at least a good handful of them, but you get the sense that some of them are real characters. The clones you trust, they're on the right team. And then here, even though like from being acquainted with the movies and, you know, originally they're introduced as stormtroopers and whatnot, but in the medium of the animation format, and then with this being the same animation style as Clone Wars, there is this sort of eerie, like unsettling effect by, man, they're all bad now. It's like fresh all of a sudden of like the will be known as stormtroopers one day. It's fresh. Oh man, you still have that effect that the finale of Clone Wars leaves you with of, oh man, they're all bad.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, you know, there's something so tangible about that quality that, and they even touch on it this episode with like, how else do you think they did it with chips? But yeah, this idea that everybody that you might have known or who is of your same cloth has just now been reprogrammed with literally just one decision, like is a very eerie, sinister thing, and it carries a lot of weight beyond just the cool action.
I hope it doesn't get repetitive because it seems like there's going to be a lot of escaping from being shot out by clones
and a lot of Omega wandering into situations that maybe she's a little in over her head with.
Yeah, because the key to this is keeping it very character focused, you know. I don't know if we'll ever stray away from like how they'll handle the focus of their episodes moving forward. Yeah, you go to this planet, this character Cut, yes, I vaguely remember him. I believe Rex interacts with him in Clone Wars. Oh, I didn't even name drop Rex. Rex was just there. Just there. They just missed him. But that gives hope that Rex might show up in this series, which gets me very excited. Love that Rex.
I think he's in the trailer.
Is he?
I think there were people freaking out. No, because because that was one where I had to look at the comments and people were like, "Oh, you can see Rex right there," and then I was like, "Oh, cool, you're enlightening me." So I think if that is a correct memory I'm having, that we will see him at some point.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch the latest trailer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because you were out of town.
Yeah. Going back to this episode and seeing like Cut again, there's this strange sense of unity that is brought upon the clones who are defects or mutants or whatever word you want to apply to them, other than Rex, who was just successfully able to do Ahsoka get rid of the inhibitor chips effects, right? Because of that, there is kind of this cool wandering element to the like these nomad warrior travelers in space, who are really just so on their own, and I'm really loving how that tone is carrying on because they're still having to struggle with like making decisions along the way. Like this is so out of their element and their comfort zone. The Bad Batch, Clone Force 99 is so used to just being the guys who carry out missions, you know, and they have the reputation for doing that. Now it's like, all right, let's go interact with Cut and see what useful information we might be able to derive from there, and then they find themselves having to help them along the way too. It's like, there are things in here that are reminding me more directly of The Mandalorian, especially the dynamics of Hunter and Omega and sort of this like wandering into another mission.
Yeah. Each step of the journey of us protecting this kid and finding out the next place to go, we're also going to meet some side characters and do a side quest and help them out,
I guess I'm wondering what the overall direction of the show is. Take Mandalorian. I got to get the child to the Jedi. Clone Wars. We got to win the war. And then, yes, you have all these different stories and journeys along the way that are more important than winning a war. Rebels. Again, the rebels fighting against the Empire. Here, it's like, which is this story of, like, what's it going to end with these guys? Are they just going to be, are they going to die by the end of this series? What's the journey of just, because it seems like there's so much of them like figuring out like, what the hell's going on? Like, we know, but they have to figure it out. I'm not sure what the direction is. Is Omega supposed to be like the big heart and soul of whatever this pivotal journey is within the Star Wars legacy? Because I like the idea of fleshing out more of the world, exploring more of the early days of the Empire. I'm just curious, like, what the direction is that they're. I have no idea where the show's actually headed.
Yeah,
in terms of its like straight line. And then around it is all the other little plot lines.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get to read it in depth, but I saw, some think pieces circulating around about how this could potentially be like the darkest, most grim chapter in this, branch of the saga, because you do have it pitted in this spot on the timeline where, like, the goal of this series doesn't seem like it's going to be vanquishing the Empire, because it's going to take a lot more time and movies to make that happen. I wonder, if this might be something that is maybe more, not anthology per se, but something that does have a bit more of that wandering spirit, and then maybe does rub up against the harsher aspects of the effect, because like it's the rise of the Empire right now, so that has to mean that a lot of sinister machinations are in store. And I'm sure we're gonna have the Bad Batch, Clone Force 99, doing their best in whatever situation they land themselves in on this stop to hinder those plans little by little. And I imagine too that probably that'll become part of the arc of the characters, is them really stepping outside of the orders and the hierarchy and coming to some kind of true direction and morality that they share among themselves. Because I like that point a lot, that they were the guys who were tasked with carrying out these crazy missions, and they're really good at that, but now they're on their own and they're sort of just an island unto themselves. And so how do you function and how do you reorganize in a situation like that? And I think that's something that would be interesting and fun to watch, and also seeing how they continue what started last week with or last episode with Crosshair and all that stuff.
Well, it's like I'm wondering, like, with the purpose of a character like having Cut show up in your second episode, this clone who's been able to essentially live off the grid, think for himself, and have his own identity for so many years now, and have a family. Hunter is thrusted into this position where he's essentially becoming the father to everyone, but to Omega specifically, directly, hinting at, or possibly getting us to hope for, maybe this is the kind of life they might be able to live one day. Like they've been fighters and warriors, defects their whole life. Maybe they'll have an opportunity. But I'm just wondering, like, to make this your second episode, other than just introducing the whole thing with the, what the hell are those called? Clone timestamps?
The chain codes?
Chain codes. Yeah.
I almost said blockchain.
Yeah.
So there you go.
With the chain codes. Like, it's cool to introduce all that and watch the rise of this, and then you're watching the slow development of the Empire taking over and putting up this veil of, we won, and here's the way we restore balance and order, but it's like really Nazi-like. That's all neat, but to me, I'm all about like the character and the theme. So I'm like, why this be the second episode in particular? I feel like they're kind of hinting there. It's like this seems like the theme of this seems to be so much about identity for all these characters. Omega too, even though she's out on her own, she has this like wondrous look upon the planet, and being able to put her hand in dirt and remember her wife and kid, but now she's a gladiator.
Maximus Omega.
a character picks up dirt. It's right where my mind goes. But even when things were getting hard, like she reflected on being at where her comfort zone was, the place that she escaped from, the place she fled, Camino, you know, like looking upon it, it's like, well, at the end of the day, that's where she felt safe and protected, even though she knows it's not safe there and it's not a good place there. And there's a lot of questions. Like I said, it seems to be dealing a lot with identity and where do you belong in this galaxy in the midst of all this? Like, what is your purpose? Which is very Star Wars. And I love that. But yeah, I guess in terms of like a plot, I'm like, well, I guess they're just the Bad Batch is just gonna wander into situations.
We're just gonna check stuff out across the galaxy.
Like they're wanted, but they're not the most hunted people in the galaxy. But I mean, Omega's very desired. I think that's the thing is that I don't think they realize. Any of them realize just how much Omega is very much desired. Like she's the last of like the clones, and they brought up again, people on Camino do not make clones without a purpose. And someone like her, who they might have mastered the ability to, I mean, that's a theory that I've heard at least circulating on Twitter, is that she might be force sensitive, and how that could be like the beginnings of how Palpatine was able to, which ties into Mandalorian with the cloning and all that, and like. But then, like, but why do they want the child then? Because I thought that was the whole point of the child in The Mandalorian, was to be able to do the metachlorians and the you know,
to be able to replicate force-sensitive bodies.
I don't know, but I think like the key is the key will come down to Omega. Yeah, because I'm like, they're already like a unit. They're already like a family. These outsiders. Yeah. So we don't really need to watch them grow as a family. I'm like, well, they're like Echo's the newest, but I feel like Echo's already like he's just a part of them. You know?
Yeah, man. He's already been paired off for a side mission. He's fully part of the team.
Yeah. So like I'm wondering where I don't have a clear sense of that yet. Not that it's making me dismayed. I just would like to know.
I would like to know the end when we start.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah. Is like, what is the overall story or goal, or what's the overall theme or whatever? What's the big situation that this series seeks to deal with?
Yeah. But it's a good episode. It's a good episode, and I liked a lot of it. And action's cool.
Atmosphere, Star Wars. Always fun to be a part of, be immersed in.
I love having the action. The clone troopers are already morphing into stormtroopers with how they suck at fighting.
Yeah, it's a bad part of the software in the actual Order 66 programming.
I hope they say some shit like that, because damn.
Somebody goes in and looks at the code and they're like, oh, damn, you messed up the calibration on their shooting skills way off.
I mean, I know they're fighting the Bad Batch. They're fighting the Bad Batch, but if anyone should be able to at least put up somewhat of a fight with Clone Force 99, it should be a battalion of clones.
Nah, but see, that's the thing, though,
Jedi and shit,
is that the Bad Batch, because they're also clones, they just know so well what the instincts and tactics of the other clones will be that they'll just that good at missing it. You know, they're that good at dodging without even having to break a sweat.
All right, guys. Well, what do you think about this episode? Leave your thoughts down below. Subscribe. Click that notification bell. Hit that like button. Last but not least, let's do a
JN Valente. I hope you're safe across the galaxy, man. Lay low. You need your chain code if you're going to get out of where you are. And that's a hard thing to get. But you know what, JN? I have faith that if anyone can come up with a crack plan, it is definitely you. And if the plan goes awry, that's okay. You can simply just start talking to whoever has caught you. And pretty soon they will probably be so lost that you could then leave the situation, leaving them to still be puzzling over what it was you said in the first place, thus giving yourself an opportunity to save your own life. JN, I love you, man. You have a mystique that I don't think any of our other of our patrons have, and I appreciate it. It makes you special. I don't know how directly to imagine you, so whenever I imagine you, I just imagine you in some far out, distant locale doing some type of strange but very specific activity. So JN, stay sexy out there, stay you, keep wandering, send us a message sometime. I'm sure you've forgotten by this point that you're even a patron, but we love you and hope to hear from you soon, buddy. Take care.